Hey, I'm Ross the music teacher. Today I'm going to cover some exercises to add to your bass routine, and they're going to help you improve your memory and execution of both the major and minor thirds. First of all, what are major and minor thirds? They're both examples of intervals. An interval is just the distance between two notes. So if we have a starting note, for instance, the C natural on our A string, and we go up a half step to C sharp, we've gone a half step. If we go from C up to D, we've gone a whole step. If we go from C to E flat, now we're at a minor third. And if we go from C to E natural, we're at a major third. So one half step, two half steps or a whole step, three half steps or a minor third, four half steps or a major third. Okay, so this is the pattern across a single string to be able to have a starting note and go up a minor third, or have a starting note and go up a major third. What if we want to take that same interval and be able to play it across two strings? If we take the same starting note of C natural and we want to go up to the E flat, that's our minor third, we're going to go over 3 frets and up 1 string. So here's our C, here's our E flat. Okay, just like before, the major third is 1 half step above our minor third. So C to E is a major third. Why is this important? This is important because almost all chords in Western music follow what's called tertiary harmony. That's just a fancy way of saying the chord is built out of different thirds put together. So for instance, if we want to play a C major chord, we're going to start on the C as the root. We're going to go up to the major third, which is E. So we have C and E. Now we're going to add a minor third, go up to G. So if we play the notes C, E, and G, we've just played a C major chord or arpeggio. What if we want to do the same thing for a minor chord or minor arpeggio? We're going to start on C. We're going to go to the minor third above that, the E flat, and then we're going to go to a major third above that, which is the G. So C, E flat, G. Almost all chords are combinations of thirds. So if we can memorize and build a relationship with how to play them on both 1 and 2 strings, we're going to always be prepared to play the notes of any chord we might be introduced to. So here's the exercise I want you to try at home, okay? Start on any random note on the E string here, okay? It just happens to be the A, okay? And you're going to play and count half steps. So we have A, up a half step, A, up a whole step, A, up a minor third, A, up a major third. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing across 2 strings. So we have A, up a half step, A, up a whole step, A, up a minor third, A, up a major third. Good. Let's continue this exercise, but now let's start on the A string. We're going to start on a random note here. Just so happens to be the E. We're going to start on E, go up a half step, E, go up a whole step, E, go up a minor third, E, go up a major third. Excellent. Okay, let's do the same thing across 2 strings now. E, half step, E, whole step, E, minor third, E, major third. Excellent. Let's continue this by going to the D string. Okay, we're going to start on the B this time. Okay, so B, half step, B, whole step, B, minor third, B, major third. Cool. We'll do that across 2 strings now. So B, half step, B, whole step, B, minor third, B, major third. Okay, and lastly, we're going to do it on the G string. We're going to start on our C again. So C, half step, C, whole step, C, minor third, C, major third. And unless you have more strings, there isn't a version for 2 strings here. So you can really only go up across 1 string if you're playing on the G string. Okay, so take this concept and drill it for a couple minutes every day, starting on the E string, going to the A, D, and G string. And notice how we really only cared about the starting note, okay? Over time, it might be useful or worthwhile to be mindful of, okay, if I'm starting on C, what's the half step above it? What's the whole step? Like, what's the name of that note? What's the minor third? But for now, I encourage you to just get comfortable with the shape and with the distance. And the way that the bass guitar is designed is to be really user-friendly for these shapes, meaning it doesn't matter what string you take this to, you can always use this pattern. If you found this lesson or these exercises useful, please be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this lesson was. Thanks and have a good one.